Hi, so today's tutorial will be on full coverage foundation routine. I'll also teach you how to get this quick and easy fierce smoky eye to an alternative lip color, something more neutral, toned down. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to get this look. So I'll begin to prep my skin with the Embryolisse moisturizer. It has like a built-in primer in it. For foundation, I'm using the Mehron Celebre HD Foundation Cream in Dark 2. So to correct the darkness around my mouth, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector. To highlight, I'm using the Mehron HD Foundation in Medium Dark number 3. And I'm just using the same damp beauty blender sponge that I use to put on my foundation. I'm just using the pointed end. Just highlighting that under eye area, you know, the little triangles underneath the eye, and I bring it out towards the temples, I guess. So now I'm going to highlight the center of my forehead, and I'm just applying it with the sponge, and I'm making sure that I don't extend the highlight past the high points of my eyebrow. And then I'm just pinching the tip of the sponge and going down to center of my nose to give it a highlight. And I'm just kind of blending out any lines, the line between the foundation and the highlight, just so there's not any like harsh lines. And I highlight my chin and like my cupid's bow area. Now I'm taking my Bdellium Tools foundation brush and going in with the Mehron foundation in dark 4 to contour. So I'm getting my cheekbones, I'm going to do my forehead, the temples, and the sides of my nose. So to contour my nose, I'm just taking like what's left on the brush and literally just drawing 2 lines down the sides of my nose. And I'm kind of like carrying the line up into the eyebrow to make the contour look more natural. So I'm using my Bdellium Tools number 945 brush to kind of buff out the contour. And if you notice, I'm only blending out the top part of the contour on my cheeks because I don't want to move the contour down towards my jaw. It will kind of defeat the purpose. So I'm using my Morphe brush to blend out the nose contour. It's the B38. And I'm just going straight up and down, following the line that I've already created, but just buffing it out so it's not like super harsh looking. Yes, nose contour, come through. So to further blend, I'm just taking a clean part of my beauty blender and just tapping it over the highlight on my nose. So now I'm taking Nye Neural Set Loose Powder and my Sigma, I forget what brush it is. I think it's the F38 brush. It's just a tapered blending brush to set underneath the eyes. So I'm just pressing this powder in. And then I'm taking it on my forehead, down the nose. Pretty much all the areas where I've highlighted, I'm going to use that powder to set. So again, using the Ben Nye Media Pro palette. And I'm taking that color, which is I believe it's Tanzania, just to contour, to set the contour that I did already with the cream. And I'm taking my MAC angled fluffy brush. So I'm taking my Ben Nye Media Pro palette again and using the shade Americano to contour my nose, to set that nose contour, I should say. To highlight my cheekbones, I'm taking my MAC Iridescent Loose Powder in Golden Bronze and my bdellium fan brush. It is number 925. And just highlighting the tops of my cheeks. I do believe this product by MAC is discontinued, so you may be able to find it in the store. I just know that they're not making it anymore, which sucks because it's very nice. So I'm taking my Sephora pencil and soft charcoal eyebrow pencil, just brush my eyebrows up, and then I'm going to fill them in with my MAC spiked brow pencil. Once I'm done filling in my brows, I'm going to take a MAC brow gel called Girl Boy just to kind of lighten up my eyebrows a bit, because with this smoky eye, I don't want to have like a very strong, heavy, dark brow, because then my eyes and then my brows will be competing, and I kind of want the brows to just fall back and let the eyeshadow, the smoky eye, take the lead. So downplaying the brows when you're doing a smoky eye is a nice little trick to really make that smoky eye pop. Now, I'm not saying you just do a crappy job on your brows. What I mean is you can still have them filled in, have them defined, but just lighten them up a little bit. That way they're still sharp, they're still defined, but they're not taking attention off of your beautiful smoky eye that you've created. Instead, it's going to complement it. So I'm just going in and brushing up the hairs just to make it look natural. Now I'm going to highlight underneath the brow bone with my Equal Tools angled brush and the same foundation that I used to highlight the rest of my face, the Medium Dark 3. I only apply the highlight right underneath the arch because to me it looks more natural. Not a big fan of highlighting the entire brow because to me it just makes your eyebrows look like they're floating. So I just put it on the high points of the brow just to give it a more natural look. Since we've done foundation already, I'm taking my Neutral Set Powder and just putting some down there to catch the fallout from the eyeshadow so I don't ruin my makeup. And I'm taking my Wet n Wild Vanity palette in the darkest brown. It's a matte brown shadow with my fluffy blending brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid and blend it into the crease, but I don't really want to pass the crease. This shadow is just going to be like our backdrop and our transition color for our smoky eye. It's important to have like a backdrop for your smoky eye because it adds to the smoky effect. So I'm putting it on my lids, and then I'm going to use that same brush and put it under on my bottom lash line. As you smoke out the lower lash line, keep in mind to kind of stay away from the inner corner of the eye. Also, when you're doing the outer corner of the eye, make sure you wrap the color around back to the top of the lid. So you don't want any gaps from the lower lash line to the top lash line. So to create the smoky eye, I'm using ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade BAE on my flat shader brush by Sigma. And I'm just patting and sliding the color on. I'm doing the press and slide motion, as Tamana would say. And I'm just keeping the color on my lid. And again, I'm kind of staying away from the inner corner of my eye because we're going to put something else there. So I'm using my little small brush from bdellium Tools. It's number 716. And I'm going in with the shade BAE. and just lining the bottom lash line with that same eyeshadow. Again, I'm staying away from the inner corner of the eye. And as I'm applying it, I'm being careful not to completely cover up the brown shadow that we place. So I'm using this Smoke palette from Urban Decay, and I'm using the shade Backdoor just in the outer corner to kind of give it a little more definition, deepen it up a little bit. I don't want to use black there because I feel like it'll be a little too harsh for the look I'm going for. So I'm just taking that color. Now I'm taking the same Sigma brush that I used to lay down that brown shadow, and I'm just cleaning up any harsh edges and lines, just further blending. So I'm taking my NYC Liquid Liner and just lining the top lash line. I'm going to do like a slight wing just to make my lashes look a little more dramatic, because I'm not going to use false lashes on this look. I'm just going to do my primer and mascara. To line the inner rim of my eyes, I'm taking my LA Girl gel eyeliner pencil. To highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I'm taking this product by MAC. It's highlighter called Superb. I do believe it was a limited edition item, but this color is so gorgeous, especially on the inner tear duct. So I'm touching up any highlight that I may have brushed away. Taking my favorite mascara primer from Estee Lauder, the little black primer, and I don't know, I think the battery died, so I didn't record me putting on my mascara, but it was the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara. And I'm just touching up my bronzer, and I decided to go back in with a different bronzer, the CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze, just on the forehead to give me a little warmth, like more warmth on my forehead to make it look like more sun-kissed. And for the first lip, I am doing this Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy lipstick in Intense Nude. As you see, it's a nice, subtle, pinky, nudie color. So yeah, that's that look. What do you think? Comment below. Like. So I'm going to take my Train Blue lipstick pencil by NARS for this more vamped out nighttime club look. So that is it. I hope you all learned something. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. Also subscribe. I'll be posting hopefully 2 videos a week. We're gonna try for 2 videos a week. Follow me on Instagram at Jasmine Hines MUA. And yeah, until next time.